Hello everybody, welcome to the first ever edition of NFL Dynasty Picks. I'm your host Chris, along with co-host Phil, co-host Joel, and co-host Alex. Each and every single week we're going to go through each game and give our opinions on who we think is going to win. We would like to invite you to join us each and every single week by telling us your picks to see who's going to come out on top at the end of the season and who knows most about football and how to pick a game. This week is just going to be the four of us. Each week, however, we might have a guest host joining us. It could be you, so just let us know. In the meantime, we'll go right into the games, and Joel's going to take it away.
I'm not going to waste any time here. We're going to get started. New Orleans at Green Bay, 8:30 on Thursday. NFL kickoff. Who you got?
NFL.com.
First game of the regular season is going to be the first shootout of the season. I love Greg Williams' defense. I love the blitzes. I don't think it's enough to take down Aaron Rodgers. I got Green Bay winning it.
Yeah, you have Green Bay winning, the Super Bowl champions, who I do believe is going to have a stellar average season this season, and pretty much not going to repeat. Most Super Bowl teams have not gone back to the playoffs, and this is not going to be a year of any difference. So I do believe they are going to lose to the New Orleans Saints this year before Super Bowl champions, who is definitely going to have a statement to make, and they're going to come very close to going to the Super Bowl this year. And they're going to start by beating, in a shootout, I agree, a close game with the Green Bay Packers.
Well, I have to disagree with that. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to go back to the playoffs and possibly being a contender for the Super Bowl. I got Green Bay beating the New Orleans Saints on
Thursday.
I'm going to have to go with Alex here and say that Chris is dead wrong about the Packers having an average season. They're not an average team. They had a lot of injuries last year.
Yeah.
They're still very successful and still won the Super Bowl with those injuries. They get Jermichael Finley back, as well as Ryan Grant, running back. And I think they may be the best team in the league. So I'm going to have to go with Green Bay.
He certainly won the Super Bowl with far less last season.
Yeah. And now you got everything back. So I'm going with Green Bay. All right, next we got Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Who's going to win?
Baltimore's greatest enemy is themselves. Most of their games they implode and they lose. That being said, in the beginning of the season, I think they got enough, or can compose themselves enough to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You see, this is the part where I'm going to have to disagree with you on again. You said Baltimore's greatest enemy is themselves. I say Baltimore's greatest enemy is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why? 3 times last year, 3 losses for the Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh Steelers have had the Baltimore Ravens numbers for years. I said this previously before. I think Baltimore Ravens is a team that's been living off image of 2000 when they won the Super Bowl. It's time to let go. It's 11, about to be 12 years later. They're not going to do anything against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers' defense is a lot better. Pittsburgh Steelers, my prediction for the Super Bowl champions going into the season, coming out of the season, I should say, they're going to the Super Bowl this year. Pittsburgh over Baltimore.
Well, I have Pittsburgh over Baltimore, too. I was going to say something else, but...
Okay, moving on. I'm going to have to pick Pittsburgh over Baltimore. The Ravens' defense, they're getting old and tired. Ray Lewis, I was a big fan of his. I am still a big fan, but...
he's old.
Yeah, he's getting run down. And,
Washed up.
Baltimore secondary, I like the defensive line a lot, but the secondary is it's just not good enough to compete with Pittsburgh wide receivers. Mike Wallace is too fast, and I think Ben Roethlisberger is just going to have a field day.
Okay, is Pittsburgh's defense getting any younger either?
Nah, but they've proven, unlike Baltimore, Pittsburgh has proven through the years that they can stay consistent every year as far as defense and stay near the top of the league. Baltimore is somewhat near the top, but as far as their secondary, it's just not good enough to compete.
Okay.
With Baltimore.
Pittsburgh is always a contender almost every single year. It's very few years you'll find out Pittsburgh was not making the playoffs. So this Mike Tomlin-led team is a good team, and that's why I said Super Bowl.
Wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
You said that last year, too.
Moving on.
I'm sure you'll say that tomorrow, too.
Cincinnati at Cleveland. Phil.
Yeah, if I had a quarter, I'd flip it on this one. Cincinnati, Cleveland, the Ohio Toilet Bowl. Say, who do I know from the teams? Okay, Colt McCoy Peyton Hillis and Josh Cribbs, they have enough to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Those guys.
Any, mini, mighty, mo, catch Ohio by a toe. That's pretty much how you pick this game, which is why I'm going to pick the Bengals or the Browns. These are two teams who are rivals, actually. The other two rivals at AFC North are Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Those are usually the top contenders. Cincinnati had a season or two where they look like they might do something. Cleveland tries, but they all fail every single time. These two are just pretty much going to be fighting for third and fourth place in the division. And I think Cleveland Browns are actually going to be in fourth place. I got the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, these two teams, it's going to be a good game just because both teams suck. But I see I don't see the Bengals winning, so I see the Browns winning.
Cincinnati at Cleveland. Like they said, two not very good teams, but as far as matchup to matchup, Colt McCoy, I have him easily over Andy Dalton at quarterback, and Peyton Hillis, I have him easily over Cedric Benson right now at running back. I don't even know if Cedric Benson is healthy right now, but
isn't he suspended?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if he's playing, but I think Cincinnati. I know Chris had him as third team in the AFC North, but I have them actually dead last in the league. I got them fighting for a number one pick.
What's your issue with my picks, buddy? You keep pointing out, dead last, you're wrong, stuff like that. What issue with your picks? Is it your team? Is your football team loses my team all the time? Is that it?
I think it's because of the...
Tomorrow, I digress. Go ahead.
Your recent comments about the Redskins, which we will get to later in the program. But
and to piggyback on what we all said, this game sucks. But I think Cleveland is going to be one of the bigger victims this season of the new kickoff rules. It's going to hurt their special teams, which we know Josh Cribbs is an excellent special teams player. So they're going to suffer greater than most teams.
Punt returns?
Kick return and punt return.
Okay. I disagree with that, but I mean, it'll hurt them, but I think Josh Cribbs is more so involved in punt returns. So
Reads with nothing.
We're going to move on from this game. Indianapolis and Houston. Phil.
If you don't have Peyton Manning, you don't have the Indianapolis Colts. This is going to be a scout team for Houston, whose offense is just killing everyone. I got Houston winning this game.
New season. I like to not go completely off of last season for anything. However, last season the Indianapolis Colts were a really good, tough team, but they had a lot of struggles, and that's with Peyton Manning. Now they don't have Peyton Manning, so Houston's an up-and-coming team. I'm going to have to give it to Houston.
Yep, Houston, they're just a better team in this one. Without Peyton Manning, they're nothing. So, well, Indianapolis, they're nothing without Peyton Manning. Yeah, Houston.
As not well rated as Indianapolis' defense is, I think they're actually a little bit overrated. I think they're going to be one of the worst defenses in the league, as well as losing Peyton Manning for this game. I just think they have no chance at this point. Arian Foster, I'm not sure if he's going to play, but if he plays, he's going to do very well, as well as Matt Schaub, Andre Johnson, my Offensive Player of the Year pick, my prediction. They're just going to go off.
Who's your intern? I want to look at these notes that you're just constantly looking at. Oh, Redskins are some garbage. Okay, good job. Good job. I want to hire this person.
So Chris chooses to be an asshole. We'll get back to that later.
Always.
We're going to have to move on to Buffalo at Kansas City. So, what's good?
Kansas City won the division last year. Real surprising team. A lot of good young players. I see them keeping it going for first game of the regular season.
Kansas City Chiefs, without a shadow of a doubt, I think they're going to be a little bit better than they were last season. They're not going to go so far, but they'll definitely be a threat. They might make a few upsets. This is not going to be one of them, though, but they are going to win.
Kansas City, sleeper. I mean, people will be sleeping on Kansas City a lot. I think they're a very good team. You got something?
Can you sleep on a division champion?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the
people sleep on the Seattle Seahawks now? They're division champion.
You win a division with a losing record, you're not a real win.
I know what you mean.
What are you talking
about? I know what you mean.
I mean, I think they're a good team, and I think Kansas City's going to pull this one.
I think Kansas City's going to win it easily. Jamal Charles, man, I think he's going to go off. And Kansas City is going to pull this one out.
Hey, if they can't run with Jamal Charles, you can always throw it to Dwayne Bowe.
Killer notes,
Detroit at Tampa Bay. Yeah.
This is going to be my surprise pick. I'm going with Detroit over Tampa Bay. And primarily just what they do with their front seven. Ndamukong Suh and Nick Fairley are going to demolish a whole lot of people's interior linemen. I see them starting with Tampa Bay.
And I'll have to disagree with you on that one, buddy. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers has something to prove. This coach, this is his last season. If he don't get it done, he's gone faster than a Detroit Lion winning season, which you're not going to see this season because you're going to lose to Tampa Bay 0-1. So Tampa Bay taking this one.
Tampa Bay.
So you would get rid of Raheem Morris, the youngest coach in the NFL, who's constantly progressed with Josh Freeman as his quarterback. In his short timeline, there's not been a regression in his wins. But if he doesn't get it done this season, you're going to get rid of him?
Let me explain something. Year is 2011. It's not 1991 anymore. Coaches come and go. Do you know the longest reigning coach in the NFL right now?
Not right now, but it was Jeff Fisher.
It's Andy Reid, coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Coaches do not last that long. You've been around for 2 seasons, you don't do anything, odds are you're gone. Faster than the television show that comes on NBC. So either way you look at it, this is his last season. He does not progress. You need to start doing something. They've given you chances. I will get rid of him. It's not the same NFL.
Tampa Bay at home. I'm going with that pick.
Yeah, that's it. That's no explanation needed.
Philly at St. Louis.
Dream
What's
team.
up?
Need I say more? Let's keep that controversy going where it is. Dream team wins this one.
You know, I pondered, and let me tell you something. And I was watching, I was reading, I was like, I don't know who can pick. I mean, we got the St. Louis Rams on one hand, and then on the other hand, we have the most exciting, the most controversial, the most entertaining team in the league. And I sat on that toilet, and I said, I'm gonna have to go with Philly. It was a tough decision, let me tell you, because the St. Louis Raiders, they're a tough.
Rams.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like it bad.
The St. Louis Cardinals, it doesn't matter, okay? Bottom line is, when they go against the Philadelphia Eagles this season, whatever game, it could be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when they go against them on Fox, they're going to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles are a better team. They're going to the NFC Championship. They're going to the Super Bowl this year. Depending on who the quarterback is, they might or might not win it. Right now, it looks like they're not going to win it. They're going to lose to Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Philadelphia Eagles will definitely pull this one out against the Mississippi. I don't know. All right, go ahead.
I will tell you who I don't have winning this game. St. Louis Rams. I think Philly is just much better team than the Rams right now. So.
Well, Alex takes some more thoughts to have on every game because he has the same thought on every game. I'm going to tell you that the Eagles are going to win this one because Deshaun Jackson is going to be fast as hell on that inside that dome on that turf, and he's going to go off as well as Michael Vick. This game is going to be a joke. Number 2.
That being said, Sam Bradford, Steven Jackson, Donnie Avery, we love you. You're just not going to get it done against Philly.
And
Tomorrow.
Danny Amendola.
Let me tell you this. I'm really excited. I'm really proud of you all for picking the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game. I was really proud of you all for picking Pittsburgh to beat the Baltimore Ravens, except for you. I don't know what drugs you're on. However, I'm really proud. I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm pretty sure most of our viewers out there, all 8 of them, are picking the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game too. Our intern, our cameraman, he's picking the Philadelphia Eagles also. This homeless guy here snoring behind me saying Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh Steelers in his sleep. But anyway, go ahead. The next game.
The hell was that? Okay. Atlanta at Chicago. Phil, what's good?
Second shootout of the season. Jay Cutler's going to light it up. He's not going to light it up as much as Matt Ryan, Roddy White, and Julio Jones. That Shell 2 is not going to be able to keep it going against those 2 receivers. And when they get tired, they can just throw it to run it with Michael Turner. So I got Atlanta.
Let me tell you something. These are 2 teams that did very well last season. These are 2 teams that were this close, possibly going to the Super Bowl last year. Atlanta had one of, if not the best record in the league. as far as NFC is anyway. This is a conference. Chicago also is right up there. That being said, I'm going to have to go with Atlanta to win this one. I think Chicago does have a great bit of talent. I think Chicago has all the capabilities to win. However, I don't think they're going to do as well as last season. I think Atlanta will still stay consistent, and that's why I'm going to have to go with Atlanta Falcons to defeat the Chicago Bears this Sunday on Fox.
Atlanta. Plain and simple.
That's all your picks.
Plain and simple.
That's all
Okay.
your picks.
Yeah, while these three have no unpredictability, they're going to pick the easy team, the easy pick. I'm going to have to pick Chicago with the upset. I'm not a big fan of Jay Cutler, but I think he's going to have a good game today. Atlanta has had troubles in the past, stretching the field. I like Julio Jones, but the league is not that easy on rookie wide receivers. He's going to have to struggle a little bit out the gate. I think he's going to pick it up later, but yeah, I like Chicago, mostly because they're at home. I think they're going to pull out the upset.
You can't argue with that pick. It's wrong.
If they want to win, they're going to have Julius Peppers, Lance Briggs, and Brian Urlacher play some amazing defense. They just picked up Brandon Merriweather from the Patriots. If they can, they can get him into the system well, opposite of Chris Harrison at safety.
Whoa. Opposite of who?
Chris Harris.
I'm sorry.
Chris Harris, strong safety for the Chicago.
Let me tell you something. I'm about to file a protest in the NFL. Okay, nobody should be going around with that name.
He makes more money than you, so I think he has.
Oh, hey, go ahead and pay me for it then.
I mean, like I said, I just don't think Atlanta can stretch the field as of right now. I mean, they do have weapons, but it just, I don't know. I think they got to do a little bit more to beat Chicago on the road. So we'll see what happens. Next, we got Tennessee at Jacksonville. What do you got?
Saddened by the loss of David Garrard in Jacksonville. So screw you guys down there. That's why you're in such a small market that you are in. You're not going to get out of it this year. I got you losing. You're going to be in the Andrew Luck sweepstakes. I forgot who you're playing against. Jacksonville, you lose.
Hey, the smallest market down there. That's kind of amazing since Jacksonville is the largest city in Florida. I did not know that. But in the meantime, Jacksonville, Tennessee, the smart money to go to Tennessee, I'm going to be dumb. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I'm telling you like this, I have no logic behind it. I just have this gut feeling that Jacksonville is going to somehow pull off an upset. Kind of like they used to do back when they went to the AFC Championship one year. I can't remember who it was. But I think Jacksonville will pull this off. They're not going to do anything this season, but they'll pull this one off.
Just like my man said, I like David Garrard. Tennessee.
I don't see how anybody can pick against the Tennessee Titans in this game with Luke McCown starting at quarterback. I do like Maurice Jones-Drew, but Tennessee Titans. I don't even know who's on the Titans right now, but I can guarantee they're better than who's on the Titans.
I do like
Yeah, we don't need to know who's on the Titans. You got Chris Johnson. You paid him this money. He's going to win this game for you. I'm surprised you think Raheem Morris is going to be gone after this season if he doesn't win, with Jack Del Rio being on the biggest hot seat I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Maybe you don't remember Brad Childers last season. Well, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. On that note, Jack Del Rio's done.
Definitely added a lot.
But we're going to move on to the game of the week. The New York Giants at Washington. Make sure you watch at 4:15 on Fox. It's going down. Phil.
It's going down, and we still have this damn 3-4 defense. Why do you switch a top 10 4-3 to a 3-4? That being said, Giants, man is going to lose it for you. I got Washington.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just demonstrated what I'll be doing during the New York Giants Washington Redskins game. Let me tell you something. We're talking about an inconsistent quarterback on the New York Giants offense that has not done anything since New England Super Bowl game that he had. Eli Manning usually buckles under pressure every single time, and he's going to look like a superstar going against this Washington Redskins defense who has absolutely no bearing of anything. Their quarterback, Who's it today? You said it was Rex Grossman. Tomorrow will be John Beck again. Maybe they'll go back and say Donovan McNabb. We apologize. I don't know. But the Washington Redskins did. I think they came out 7-9 last season. 6-10. Oh, 6-10. I actually gave them one. Whoa! All right. 4-12. All right, they'll be the last place person.
What's that to do with this game? Let's stay focused on the game.
Okay, fine. Just to save you all some time of viewership, Week 1, Redskins 0-1. Week 2, Redskins 0-2. Week 3, Redskins 0-3. I can go on and on and on. The Washington Redskins against the New York Giants. New York Giants are going to win. The only person who's going to be a loser besides the Washington Redskins and their fans, like always, is this guy because he's going to miss a good 3 hours of football because that's all they're going to play in this market, and the Redskins are boring. Take the lead, lose in the last few minutes of the game. You don't have to be Cleo. Giants.
That's true. I mean, Redskins, you know, I think they're a good team, but at the same time, you know, they always end up shooting themselves on the foot every game. So I got to go with the Giants on this one.
Despite the hateration and toleration by Chris, I'm going to have to pick Washington to pull this one out. They only beat us when the Redskins were at home. They only beat the Giants only beat the Redskins by 3 points. That was with Osi Umenyiora, was easily the player of the game, and he's going to be out for this game. Eli Manning has been terrible. He's on a decline. The Huff of the Puppet is getting, but yeah, Washington over New York.
I'm surprised Redskins' biggest haters right here didn't use their biggest punchline, their offensive line, which, by all accounts and purposes, has been improved. So
you don't have to talk about it. It just sucks.
But it's better.
So we're going by the fact that Eli Manning has been inconsistent, which I said also. But it's not like the Redskins quarterbacks have been consistent. Oh yes, they have. They all been throwing away the ball, incomplete passes, interceptions. So nothing's going to change this game. But hey, you know what? I want you Redskins fans to just go ahead, grab yourselves.
It don't matter.
With the heart.
At the end of the season, they're going to blame it on Donovan McNabb.
So please.
Next game.
All right. We have no more time for this insanity. We're going to have to move on to a very terrible game. A very terrible game. Seattle at San Francisco. Oh, I'm sorry to say that. I'm supposed to be objective. But Seattle at San Fran, who's going to win?
Who's at home?
Seattle at San Francisco.
Candlestick Park is going to win it for San Fran. Frank Gore, keep the ball in his hands. Alex Smith, please don't throw it to Seattle. Tavares, I like you in Minnesota. You're not going to do well in Seattle. I'm sorry.
Seattle showed people something last season, and we still have people who sleep on them. And I don't understand why. When they are arguably, and I hate to go back to them, a better team than the Washington Redskins. I'd rather sit here and watch the Seattle Seahawks play the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants any day of the week. Why? Because they're two equally matched teams, where the Giants are far better than the Washington Redskins. That being said, Seattle's going to pull it off. Seattle's actually going to be a contender this season. They're going to make more victories this season than they did last season by beating teams outside their division. They're going to playoffs. They're beating the 49ers this Sunday.
I don't know about all that. I think Seattle is going to win tomorrow. I mean, whenever the game is. But I don't think they're going to be a big contender this season.
For the first time in my entire life, I'm going to have to agree with Alex. Actually, I'm going to have to disagree with him. Seattle will not be a good team this year for obvious reasons. Seattle was not a good team last year. They went 7-9. This year they lose Matt Hasselbeck. They're going to play, and Lofa Tutupu. I don't know if that's true, but that's what he just told me.
Defensive captain is gone. Your offensive captain is gone.
They also lose. What else? Arizona is going to be an improved team with Kevin Cobb at quarterback.
True.
So I think there's no way they win that division. I think St. Louis is a lot better than them. And San Francisco, Frank Gore running back, Kendall Hunter, rookie, averaging like 7 yards per carry in the preseason. Seattle has no chance.
I was looking over your intern's notes here, and at the bottom it says Chris was 0-4. What does that mean?
Washington.
Wash what?
This is your.
Chris has Washington on 4.
Yes.
0-4 what?
0 wins, 4 losses.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see it right. I could have sworn it was 0-6. Can we put
0-6?
Y'all not gonna win. Y'all not gonna win the game.
Okay, we'll put that on paper too.
Yeah, y'all put that on the game. Y'all put that.
Y'all not gonna win a game.
I saw
16.
No. Y'all final record will be 4-12. 4-12.
You should write that down.
You think?
Not true.
You think it was too high? Was that too high? Did I give you more victories?
We're not listening to the Redskins haters.
We're
gonna have to move on.
Redskins hate themselves when they enter out of
Minnesota and San Diego. Phil.
Love Donovan McNabb.
Do you?
Yes, I do. San Diego's going to whip Minnesota's ass.
The Shanahan.
I actually don't like the Shanahans.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But they're the only people strong
4-12.
enough to keep up and keep Daniel Snyder in check. He needed to be put in check. So
Yeah, he got rid of McNabb.
that being said, they should not have gotten rid of McNabb. They should have listened to McNabb when he wanted to put screenplays more into the offensive game plan. Fuck Kyle Shanahan. Donovan McNabb is gone. He's in Minnesota. Hope he has a great few years left. That being said, he's not going to beat Phillip Rivers this game.
San Diego is going to be a threat this season. San Diego is going to be a force this season. They're coming back. The former Redskins coach, Norv Turner, has gotten this San Diego Charger team hungry and ready to go. It is sad against the former quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, one of my favorite quarterbacks, Donovan McNabb, who was treated so well by the Washington Redskins. Is not going to do what he needs to do this game of the season, but he will turn Minnesota around. But it won't be against the San Diego Chargers, who's going to do what they need to do to survive. So San Diego over Minnesota.
I got San Diego winning this one just because San Diego is a dominant force. I mean, the wide receivers, from quarterback to wide receivers,
to
defense, yeah, to coach. I mean,
it's appreciated in San Diego.
I think San Diego is going to go far this season, but I got them over Minnesota this game.
As a Redskins fan, I'm not going to hate on North Turner. I think he's a very good coach. We were stupid when we got rid of him, especially Marty Schottenheimer. But back to the main point, San Diego is going to win this game, I think, pretty handily against Minnesota. #1 offense and defense last year. I think they're going to pick up their special teams woes from last year. They're going to clean that up. And, yeah, they're a very good football team. Now we're going to go to the worst game of the week, Carolina at Arizona.
Why does it have to be the worst game of the week?
Dude, do I have to explain?
Okay, so the Carolina Panthers were 2-14 last season. Who gives a fuck about that? They beat Arizona last season. Granted, they didn't have Kevin Cobb. Now that they got him.
Carolina?
Yeah, they beat Arizona last season. One of their 2 wins, but they beat them.
One of their 2.
Yeah. Okay, so Cam Newton starting. Ron Rivera, head coach, came from San Diego. Think he's going to do pretty well with a pretty good defense. I hope he only adds to it. I would have found a way to kill Everett Brown because what the New York Giants have shown that a good defensive end rotation will get you sacks, get you turnovers, get the whole lot. I'm sorry to see Everett Brown gone. You got Eric Norwood on your right end, Charles Johnson on the left end. I think they're going to do some damage this year. That being said, Carolina over Arizona again.
I feel like I want to throw about 6 names here and 6 names here and tell you all these little reasons and positionings why I think that the Carolina Panthers are going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals. But I don't know that many names. So I'm just going to put out one name. Kevin Cobb. The true quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion, before we just let him go for Michael Vick. He's going to go out there and prove why we should have kept him.
The 3 and 4.
Luckily for us, well, not luckily for us, I'm sorry. Luckily for Kevin Cobb, he's going to get to play the Carolina Panthers because that's going to make him look like a Hall of Fame quarterback I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Keep those ribs in check, buddy. I think Carolina's the last people that injured them when you were in Philadelphia.
You're not a Carolina Panther fan at all. It didn't come out.
I got Arizona over the Carolina Panthers because Panthers just suck. No, just because the Panthers suck. I mean, you know, no disrespect to the Panthers fans. They just suck.
Okay. Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I.
Believe it or not,
You got one name coming that's going to be in this game?
Yeah.
Kevin Cobb.
Damn, Larry Fitzgerald, you're the highest paid player in the NFL right now, and no one knows your fucking name at this stage.
For what? For what, by the way? You haven't done anything since y'all went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Lost against the Pittsburgh Steelers, ironically. Now, I didn't know that off the top of my head.
Believe it or not, Carolina actually has a pretty good defense. John Beeson, he's a very good linebacker. But just overall, Arizona is just a better team. They're not a great team, but with Kevin Cobb at quarterback and Larry Fitzgerald a wide receiver, I mean, none of their defensive backs can compete with Larry Fitzgerald. So it's just not going to happen. Sorry, Phil.
They don't have anyone else. Let's triple team Larry Fitzgerald, leave someone open, and the game will be managed.
Say again?
He said Carolina's lost.
Put a triangle
they have
around
no
Larry
chance in
Fitzgerald.
hell.
Yeah, let's get back to reality here. Carolina is not going to win. I'm sorry, Phil. All right, moving on to, wow, the Sunday night matchup. Crazy to me, but Dallas at the New York Jets.
Dallas Cowboys. Congratulations, motherfuckers. Y'all done became the new Washington Redskins. You're loaded at skill positions, and your offensive line is garbage. Tony Homo does not last past week 6 of the season. Okay. Jets are going to whoop that ass. Jets.
Wow. I'm so glad we decided
You're not
before.
gonna throw a name in there?
During the meeting before this, we decided we were not going to do PG like our Dynasty roundtables, in case you haven't noticed from Phil here. Dallas Cowboys are playing the New York Jets. The New York Jets have one of the loudest coaches in the league. He talks a lot of crap. But last year, he was able to back it up until he played a team that shall remain nameless. I'll just happen to throw their key ring out there sooner or later. But former 6-time world champions. But anyway, the bottom line is the New York Jets will defeat the Dallas Cowboys pretty easily. The Dallas Cowboys also one of the worst teams in the league. In the NFC East, you know, they'll be number 3 because they're going to go 5-11 this season. That 5th win will be against the Washington Redskins. That 4th and 5th win will be against the Washington Redskins, which is the reason they're going to be number 3. But Dallas Cowboys are absolutely no comparison, no challenge to. I mean, for real, if you didn't go to church in the morning, go to church at night, it will be more interesting. I mean, just to go see the Dallas Cowboys play the New York Jets and see the New York Jets just destroy the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm not trying to say this to disrespect any of you idiotic Dallas Cowboy fans, you know, just because half of y'all haven't even been in the state of Texas or in the same time zone or anything like that. You know, I'm just letting you know how it is. Y'all suck. The 90s are over. Let it go. Let it go.
They're there.
Alex,
Oh, you're done? Oh, I mean, go ahead. You got anything else?
Sure. Let me explain something to you, okay? Tony Romo's last season is this season. Alright? He's going to be exposed for somebody else who's overrated, much like Eli Manning. Jerry Jones is going to get sick and tired. I'm going to have to constantly defend him. Your running backs are going to be the only ones that actually do something for you. Your defense is going to be completely horrible because your defense is only going to be relying on the back of one person who's probably going to get injured around game 4. Philadelphia Eagles, when they played the Dallas Cowboys, you call him DeMarcus Ware. Philadelphia Eagles,
DeMarcus Ware hasn't been
injured.
He's played through injuries.
That's fine. He can
I don't call him that. That's his name. Go ahead. Proceed.
You call him DeMarcus Ware.
That's his name.
Philadelphia Eagles will play the Dallas Cowboys. Philadelphia Eagles will walk all over the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys will be crushed and or hurt, much like their fans are crushed and or hurt last season as they all piled in to Cowboy Stadium to watch a game that their team couldn't make. What?
Get off Philadelphia.
Get off Philadelphia.
When that's up.
Yeah.
Fine.
Focus on week 1.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be watching. The bottom line is Dallas Cowboys are going to lose to New York Jets. I think I might have said that, but I need to say it again because some Cowboy fans are in denial, much like they're in denial about the fact that they haven't really seen the playoffs since 1996, except for when they did see the playoffs a few times and they usually lost the first game that they played, except when they beat the Philadelphia Eagles because I see that coming. Yeah, they got lucky, kind of like the Green Bay Packers did last year. Yeah. Tomorrow.
Alex, your thoughts?
Well, there's not much to say. I mean, Dallas is a better team in this one. Dallas is definitely gonna beat.
Dallas, this is your biggest supporter here, and you're much better than the New York Jets. That's it.
Hold up, let's go. Go ahead. No, we're listening to you.
No, I'm done. Just Dallas over.
You want to hear some of this stuff that I was
saying? No. Okay, I don't want to hit side that. Okay.
You know, we grab the cock, put it in the mouth. That's what we look at.
I actually think Dallas has a chance because of Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez is not a good quarterback at all. But yeah, the idea that
I agree with that. Mark Sanchez is not a good quarterback.
The idea that the Cowboys are better than the Jets is that's not unreal. The Jets defense is pretty stout and yeah.
It's just not possible.
It's not gonna happen.
Not happening.
I think Dallas has a chance to keep it close, but
close to scoring but not doing it. I mean, it's not happening.
Basically.
And DeMarcus Ware's gonna have to play both sides of the field, throw the ball to himself, sack the quarterback whatever case.
Jets just gonna have to screw this one up themselves. You know, and then Dallas have to be recognized and say, hey, I think they're throwing the game to us in order for them to actually win. But I mean, you know, Dallas wins, I'm not going to be upset because they're going to lose all the rest of them. So, who cares? Next game.
Next we got the Patriots at the Dolphins. Field. Please give me the right answer.
It's hard to pick against the Patriots. It's New England. Enough said. I got the Patriots.
You heard me talk about the Washington Redskins. You heard me talk about the Dallas Cowboys. If there's one team I can't stand in the NFL, it's the New England Patriots. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Those idiots are going to win.
Can't argue with results. We hate them. There's no Patriots fans here, but we can't vote against them.
I think the Patriots are going to win this one just because they're the Patriots. It might be an upset, though. For real.
But Chad Henne quarterbacking, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Actually, Miami has won some games against Tom Brady
exactly.
on the road, at home, but New England